Good day and welcome. Hope you're doing well today. You've got on your mind in this timeless message the Ten of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords. Remember, if this message doesn't resonate, don't force it to fit. Just leave it behind. It's all good. So, Ten of Pentacles. Let's go with this first because it popped out first, right onto the floor, as a matter of fact. So this ten of Pentacles on your mind, tent. Maybe a tent is meaningful for somebody. This new beginning built on a solid foundation and balanced all around of family, community coming together within yourself. And I feel like with the petting of this dog here, there's been like a taming of your wild side. I'm getting like more domesticated, but not in that like you need to stay at home and not go out and work way. Like to say that you're not so easy to fly off the handle and react to situations. You respond more and take the time to think things through. Situations or thoughts, it could be emotionally as well, feelings that are coming up. Maybe you're spending more time in nature or around animals, and that's helped you become more grounded and more responsive and less reactive. And maybe you now have more responsibilities with all this new security and this foundation of abundances that you've created for yourself by like keeping on track here. I get with this. And with the elder person here, I feel like you become wiser and more compassionate to yourself and others, which also ties in with the petting of that dog there. And with the Eight of Swords, feeling stuck in this energy where you didn't want to look at this, what felt like a prison around you, like you're feeling stuck and trapped, and it's like a false prison here that you're blinded to. Like your feet are on the still water, standing there stuck, like a stagnancy. It could be a stagnancy of thought loops going around in your head, thinking too much on the outside and feeling stuck. But if you take the blindfold off, you'll see, that you're actually standing on solid ground. You're not actually drowning like that little bit of water might feel like when you're not looking at where it's coming from. You should probably like stop and listen to your intuition and what your gut instinct is telling you. I'm getting for getting out of the thought loops. Like take time to meditate is where I often go to on this. And then going right away here into the present energy of the High Priestess, right away, the light within the dark within the light, this whole balance, the light and dark each carries each other within. Like there's a little bit of light in the dark and there's a little bit of dark in the light, as above, so below, so within, so without. This whole cosmic duality vibes of this card, like all the imagery here. And she's holding these scrolls, like you have this inner knowledge and inner wisdom within yourself, right? If you remove the blindfold or stop and take the time and meditate and listen to your gut instinct, the inner wisdom you have, tap into your intuition, like stop and breathe and feel what comes up, like Do you feel like you have an upset stomach, or does it feel like butterflies in your stomach? Does your chest feel tight, or does it feel open and light? Pay attention to that when you're thinking about things, and trust what feels good. Like, if it feels good, it's likely right, is what I was getting for that. And everything in here is about seen and unseen, like the balance of the within and without. Logic alone isn't going to figure out these things for you, like whatever's going on in your mind here. Uh, the hidden truths will unravel in their due time from within when you stop and take the time to reflect and listen and receive those downloads, you know? And into the Queen of Wands, we have the feminine royalty really showing up today. Yesterday we had the Kings. So here with the Queen of Wands, you're sitting, confident on this throne. You're facing the sun. You're facing the bright future, the positive thinking and confidence. You're comfortable in your skin, right? Look at the body posture here. Nothing closed off. You're totally open. You're at one with nature as well. With this sunflower and the sprouting wand in your hand, it's like everything that you touch is growing with your nurturing, is what I'm getting from this. And that foot there, you're stepping out in your power. You're stepping out in your confidence. This queen is totally reflecting that high priestess vibes of the light and the dark, with the cat down here, this shadowy cat just sitting here chilling at her feet. It's telling me that the shadows are there. The shadow cat's here, and you're all like, yep, shadows there. Shadows are there. Maybe someone has a pet named Shadow, is what I'm also getting here. The near future is bringing in the moon, which is tying back to what I was saying on the Ten of Pentacles about the wild being more tamed, with the balance of the dog and the wolf here, being more responsive and less reactive to situations and emotions, and the shadows that have been coming up, and those feelings that have been coming in there, letting them come out, getting out, howl up at the moon up there, stepping through those pillars into your power, that Queen of Wands power, stepping right on through there with your confidence, and speak your wisdom, into the distant future energy of the Queen of Cups here, sitting on the throne on the shoreline, looking at this, closed up cup in deep thought and care. Like, you've become mindful of who you open up to now, who you share like your deep feelings and deepest thoughts with. You are the one who chooses like when, who, where, and what you're going to share. Yeah, and you're at peace on the shore here. You're not drowning in the water, or you don't think you're drowning in the water, like on the Eight of Swords here, right? You've removed that. You've gotten away from that. And you're not drowning in the stagnant thought loops. You're trusting your intuition and your inner guidance. But like I said, you're not just like offering that out to everybody. You're sitting there contemplating it and thinking of it, and you're cool and at peace with it for yourself. And if there's someone to share it with that comes along, then maybe that'll happen. But you're the one that's going to choose. You're not going to get coerced into it, right? And this has you at the Ace of Pentacles and closing off nicely to the Ten of Pentacles at the beginning, right? the new beginnings, the solid foundation of abundances, physically, material, practical, tangible, and grounded, right? The divine opportunity has come in from trusting your intuition here. And you've trusted your intuition, you're receiving the spiritual downloads, and you're manifesting in the physical world. So, yay, you. I appreciate you.